Hi, mystery writers. Welcome to Write a Killer Mystery, where we learn to make a good mystery great. And today I want to talk about theme in your story. First, I want to thank my supporters on Patreon for their continued support of this video series and my mystery writing. And if you'd like to join us, if you like this series, there's a link in the description below. All right, theme, what is it? It feels so elusive. And for us as mystery writers, we have one big overriding theme, and that is the discovery of the truth. And the truth is who was the villain who committed the crime. But there's so much more that we can explore in our story, and you may want to investigate other truths that come up in your story and have another overriding theme to illustrate your perception of your protagonist's world. Your theme impacts how your characters act. It's the lens that filters what your story is about. And more importantly, the theme can draw out opinions from your characters. And they help your reader connect and empathize with your character as they search for the truth. So what is a theme? A theme is a cohesive concept that emerges in the story. I know that's pretty vague, but that's what the theme is. This theme that runs through your story. It often touches on the morality and the nature of our human condition. And while your detective searches for the villain, they must navigate that story world where you have ample opportunity to address your theme. So I thought I'd give you some examples of themes that may show up in your story and provide those continuing threads that run through your story. There's many themes. These are just examples. There's plenty more. So one is alienation, there's racism, there's addiction, there's the changing world, there's coercive control, there's parenthood, there's trust and doubt, there's freedom versus free will, there's the individual versus society, there's loneliness. These are all just examples of themes that can run through your story. So while you don't want your story to be a moral diatribe, you must do this, you must do that, because that's not a story, that's something else. You really want to concentrate on writing a story. But you can address your theme through the eyes of your characters. And one of the things that a theme does is to make your specific story universal, because themes are big ideas. They're big ideas, and readers can share in your protagonist's struggle with the theme, whatever you choose. And even though the reader may not experience the specifics of investigating the crime, they understand and relate to that theme that runs through your story. So the theme may be a complex idea, but the specifics of your story anchor the theme with the characters and their opinions and their actions. And these specifics help your reader understand your attitude, your author attitude, as it were, your attitude about the theme, as expressed through your characters. So it's like there's the specifics of your story, and then there's the big concept of your theme. And also, the theme adds a deeper meaning to your story. So when you add that complex concept to your story, you give your reader ideas to ponder. And your reader, like your protagonist, will have ideas about your theme and emotional reactions to your attitude in the story. And emotional responses to your story are always a good connection to have with your reader. So your theme adds a dimension beyond the search for the villain. And you enrich your characters as they wrestle with the theme, and your story becomes more complex. So find your theme. You may start your story with a theme in mind, or you may not know your theme till you've finished writing your story and you realize that there's this thread that keeps showing up in your story, in your attitude about a theme. So if you base your story on plot or character, for instance, you may find as you write that your protagonist keeps encountering the same theme. But you didn't consciously start out with that theme in mind. So it's okay to just let the theme emerge as you write your story. And the other thing that a theme does for your story is it's a unifying element. That's especially true if you write mysteries where each suspect tells their story within your story. So by showing each character's slightly different experience and perception of events, you can explore the theme from different viewpoints. And even though each character is a separate strand in your story, by addressing the theme from those different viewpoints, you unite the separate strands with your theme. And the theme, when you're writing in your story with your specifics, you're actually making the abstract concrete. Those specifics help your reader connect with your theme and your opinions. You help your reader approach difficult and complex subjects through the concrete thoughts and actions of your characters. So when you show your characters grappling with your theme through those actions, you keep the theme within the frame of the story, and that'll help you from having it be this moralistic sermon kind of thing, which you don't want. That isn't a story, that's a sermon, right? And so you'll avoid being heavy-handed with your theme and moralistic. So after all, your reader is there for a story, not a lecture about morality. So when you start out, you can start with your mystery's big theme, the search for the truth. You can't go wrong there. So if you're at a loss for a theme, start with that search for the truth and write your story. And you may surprise yourself with the theme as it keeps emerging in your story. So your protagonist may grapple with political corruption or corporate corruption or selfish greed or manipulation of children. And it's often in a mystery, your villain may be the embodiment of the theme you want to address. So anyway, I hope that helps. Themes, thinking about a theme, it can be very elusive, and I think if you focus on writing your story, any issues that you want to address are just going to emerge and flow through your story. So I'd love to hear from you if your mystery has a theme. So let me know in the comments, and I'm just curious about your theme. I know my last story, it was about political corruption. Um, and once again, if you're ready to write your mystery, um, check out Write a Killer Mystery. It's a course to guide you through every aspect of writing your mystery, and there's a link in the description below. Also, within the course, we have a private group where you can um, sh share your wins and also ask questions when you come across stumbling blocks. I'd love to see you in Write a Killer Mystery. All right, that's it for today. Just think about your theme, keep writing, and I will see you next time.